This is Ben, Director of the Insurance Practice at TSG, an Alfresco company. For this demonstration, I'm going to be playing the role of Larry the Claims Adjuster, in which I'm assigned to work this claim. When I launch into this claim, I can see that all the documents from across the entire enterprise have been federated into Alfresco for one view of all content for this claim. This central view allows Larry to quickly view all the documents related to the claim. In this particular case, Larry is viewing claim documents, but he may need to reference the policy document. So rather than context switching to jump to an entirely different system that I have to search for what I'm looking for, Alfresco Federation Services has already pulled over the policy and given me a related policy view to quickly view the document. As the information is collected across various other content management systems across the enterprise, Alfresco Federation Services is collecting all that information into one central claim. Larry has only one system to log into to view all the documentation. I'll first demonstrate the speed of the Alfresco Enterprise Viewer for viewing documents. The central requirement of a viewer is to get out of the way and let users quickly view their documents. Enterprise Viewer can quickly view documents regardless of their file size. By breaking down the document into individual pages, we can view a document with 1 page or 1,000 pages with the same speed and efficiency that a normal viewer may struggle to download the entire content for. With the legacy viewer, users lose efficiency of waiting for their documents to load if they click on the wrong one after viewing the first page and just need to try to view the next one in the list. With Alfresco Enterprise Viewer, the interaction is quick and smooth to jump between however many documents you need to look at to find what you need. We can see that we include a loading timer here to let the user know how fast things loaded. Enterprise Viewer is also secure, leveraging data loss prevention techniques that prevent the document from being able to be viewed by the end user of the entire document. This helps prevent the types of data leaks that can occur by a disgruntled employee attempting to leak large amounts of documents outside the system. The document is sent over page by page in an encrypted manner, so there's no way to piece together the document on the client machine. In systems with high-value content, we can also overlay the username and a timestamp in the corner to prevent users from leaking the document that can't be traced back to them. In the viewer interface itself, I can perform actions such as scrolling and zooming in and out to the various parts of the document. I can also navigate the document by viewing thumbnails. If the document is enabled with them, I can also navigate using bookmarks. Another way to navigate the document is by searching the text in the document. I can very easily see all the occurrences of the word airbag in the document. The next action that Larry might do in the process is to create an annotation on top of this document. The Enterprise Viewer is a fully featured annotation interface that allows users to mark up the document in the system without having to launch a separate viewer. In this way, it can be avoided to have to click on a separate interface and forget to look at the annotations. I can see here that one of my coworkers has already created a note in this document by viewing the summary. This allows me to quickly navigate to their comments to respond to them. This allows me to quickly navigate their comments as well as reply. These annotations are created as a separate layer that doesn't alter the record itself. So this allows for every user to have their own annotations and remain in compliance with evidence rules in place for a digital record. I can also create a new annotation on the document by using any of the annotation tools available, including lines, boxes, free draw, or text tools like highlight, strikeout, and underline. In this case, I want to create a highlight from a customer call that I've just had that mentioned that the tires were actually brand new. Here we can also see that the viewer is a fully enabled collaboration viewer, which allows me to have a conversation and view the annotations in real time. Here we can say another user has made a comment on it, and I can immediately see that they're viewing this document as well by viewing the chat screen. Any annotations that any user makes are immediately visible for everyone viewing the document. The Enterprise Viewer can also be used to annotate audio and video files. We've seen an explosion in the numbers of users carrying smartphones and dash cams, as well as a desire to be able to play and annotate phone recordings of recorded depositions or customer service phone systems. The Enterprise Viewer is able to view and annotate audio and video files with bookmarks and make them navigatable. In this claim, we can see that we federated over some video footage that has been uploaded into the Enterprise. We can see that this video file has already been annotated. And by playing this 26-minute video file, I can jump around to the parts that somebody has deemed important. While watching the video file, I can also create a snapshot of a frame within the document and launch and annotate that as a still by circling or drawing particular sections of the document. By combining together the audio and video as well as document annotations into one central interface, users know that there's one central place to go to view all evidence for this claim. Alfresco Enterprise Viewer is also a fully featured redaction interface that can be used to redact the contents of documents. The interface allows for the complete removal of text and images from a document to reduce the risk of sensitive information being leaked and the potential litigation that could result from not being in compliance with various regulations like HIPAA, GDPR, or to fulfill Freedom of Information Act requests. The most common case that we see in the insurance industry is when a customer sends in all their information with the claim, which can sometimes include information that should not be kept in our system. In this case, I'm viewing a document that we've received that has a medical bill with customer information and payment information. Storing this information in our system is against PCI regulations, so we need to redact this information. From the viewer, I can launch into the redact mode that allows me to redact. The viewer can be configured with various patterns to suggest redact information that's commonly redacted. These suggested redactions have noticed that there's 2 phone numbers in here that I may want to redact. I can also manually draw boxes over areas of the document that weren't text that could be redacted. Here, I'll redact the credit card information, as we do not want to store that in our system. By typing information in here, the reason for redaction will show up. Now that the redactions have saved, we can see that the information has been removed from the document, and the reason for redaction is included. There is no way to retrieve this information back from the document. Depending on the industry or the application, documents can be permanently redacted, as just shown. A new version can be created with the redacted content, or in some cases, an entirely new document can be created with the redacted content to maintain the original for some users to be able to continue to see. Another common task when working with documents is the ability to edit the contents of incoming PDFs that may have been scanned sideways or in the wrong order, or just need to be manipulated to get the most value out of their content. Alfresco Enterprise Viewer is a fully featured document editor for these types of documents. I'll switch to the viewer for a document that needs some work. And we'll see that a quick scan of this document shows some of the pages are sideways, and it looks like these 2 pages are out of order. We've seen examples from our insurance clients that receive sometimes 500-page documents from external legal that need to be rearranged and rotated to create a document that's actually navigable, and that used to take them hours to produce. But I'll switch into the editor mode to correct this document. Inside this editor, I can very quickly create sections of this document. I can check these first 3 pages and call this legal. The next section appears to have a document that's rotated incorrectly, so I'll correct that. And these are all my medical documents. The remainder seem to be patient records, so I'll create a section for that. Once I've created my sections, I can reorder those sections easily. As well as within those sections, I can rotate and individually reorder the documents. Once I'm satisfied with this document, I can save it. This document has now been corrected to be in the right order and fix the rotation of some of the pages that were off. As Paul mentioned, another side of this story is allowing external users to view and work with the content inside of Alfresco. The Enterprise Viewer can be exposed for external users as well. So in this case, I'm going to log in as Joe's Body Shop to do an estimate for a customer. When Joe's Body Shop logs in, Alfresco has secured the documents to only show the photos needed for this estimate. In this case, I can see all the photos that have been uploaded to this claim, as well as see as any previous annotations that have been made before the body shop comes in. Once the external user has seen enough of the photos to do the estimate, they can very quickly upload it into the repository. It's now available and been added to the claim for the internal adjusters to review. Well, that's it for Alfresco Federated Services and Enterprise Viewer, and how you can use it to most efficiently navigate the claims process. Back to you, Paul.